Capricorn. It's your girl, Javy, High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Welcome to the autumnal equinox, baby. Welcome to fall. Welcome to cuffing season. So, about that, when I leaned into your energy, I got shit done. I like that. And it's not just, oh, Capricorn, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, you guys have stagnant periods as well. You guys go through bouts of procrastination and struggling to get shit done as well. And I feel like come Libra season, there's forward motion. And that makes sense because Pluto is going direct in your sign on October 10th. Pluto will be going direct at 27 degrees Capricorn. 27 is my lucky number. Well, he's going direct at 27 degrees, which is damn near the anaretic degree, damn near the last degree of Capricorn. And so there is this like concentrated exposition. You know what? I normally don't do this, but anything for you. I'm a holler at the handy dandy. Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And I want to see what he has to say about the 27th degree of Capricorn. Hydrate, light it if you got it. You already know. Lean in, take some time with me. Capricorn, or Elias Lonsdale's description of the 27th degree of Capricorn is a long mirrored hallway lit with candles. That sounds romantic, and you guys are closet romantics anyway, so hopefully you let a bit of that come out. Purpose gazes right down the middle and sees that the way is clear. That's what I'm saying. There's something about like all systems a go. And Pluto, the one that exposes, the one that, you know, Pluto forces us to get comfortable with darkness, our own personal purging of our own personal darkness. Purpose gazes right down the middle and sees that the way is clear. This is what we train for, Capricorn. The internal adversary lurks under, around, and through things and is supremely doubtful of everything you see and know. So lets me know that there's going to be an aspect of yourself that wants to cling to the past, that wants to cling to the old, outdated emotional responses, wants to cling to just doing things the same tried and true way of how you get by, how you push through, how you progress. There is a part of you that is supremely doubtful of everything you see and know. This only provokes the purposive one to the purposive aspect of you. This only provokes the purposive one to become higher and mightier, more commanding and domineering, which in turn incites the adversary to more radical sabotage by denying your own self-worth in a savage fashion. Each side pushes the other over the edge. You are karmically at a crossroads, trying on for size, strong selfhood, and its inevitable shadow of pervasive doubts and negations, Learning and discovering arduously how to stay with yourself, even while going against oneself. Oh, I love this for you guys. It's like you're learning how to choose you, learning how to choose optimism, learning how to choose productive thoughts, fighting against that old, doubtful, doubting Thomas inside of you that wants to just fight to keep things the same. And you're not doing that anymore. And thereby outlasting the adversary and proving that one can do the impossible, even when one's own fiercest critic and hardest to impress audience. That's the degree that, and 4:44 on the clock. So there's this brand new foundation that's being established for you guys, and you're gonna have to choose. You're gonna have to choose to see that there is a way through. There is a way out. There is a way to that next chapter, that next aspect. I thought that this fucking playlist was instrumental only. And I hear vocals. I wanted some vibes in the background, so get into it. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, well, actually, before I go on to that, I'm doing dope shit over on Patreon. I was talking to a Capricorn actually the other day about this. It's just like, yeah, I want to call it a cult, and I intentionally want to call it a cult. We're moving shit, we're changing shit, we're changing lives, we're changing our lives. And we are doing it together. It's not just, oh, I'm advising people and they're changing. No, we are making better decisions for ourselves. Anyway, for free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, to book with me, to schedule, to buy some self-care luxuriating products, check out my website, JustJEverything.com. So let's get into it, Capricorn. I'm ready. Like I said, hydrate, light it if you got it. This is cuffing season, and I just do feel like in Libra season, you're going to start to see that you can't do it all on your own. You could, but you don't get as far. You won't get there you may get there faster, but you won't get there. You won't get as far as you could if you would tap into collaboration. That may mean like getting some old people off the team and having some new recruits. New friends, new lovers, new people that you're allowing yourself to call family. And the first card out we have is the King of Wands. And I feel like you are really getting into King of Wands mode where you're trusting your originality. You're going for the gold. You're trying to live your life to the fullest. I feel like there is some sort of like retrospect or some hindsight that's even coming in about like, damn, I did that. Damn, I moved forward. Damn, I'm excited. There may be somebody with Leo placements still on your mind. Somebody with Leo placements that's coming in. But first thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne, Capricorn, is do you trust yourself? And what do you do about that trust? Do you go with your gut? Do you lean into your passion? What can you create from said passion? What can you create from being more masterful with your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy? It feels really important to strive for mastery, to strive for, I just saw 8, to strive for a brand new cycle in regards to what mastery is to you. What do you want to be more masterful of? How can you better yourself? There also could be someone, if it's not you, there may be somebody around you that's very charismatic, someone that is very passionate, someone that knows what they want to do and actually does stuff about it. There also could be like a really good spouse, a really good partner, somebody that you're really starting to understand, like, damn, these are the qualities that I want in a partner. These are the qualities that I want in a boss or in a friend even. So I feel like first thing to be clarified is your relationship to your passion, your relationship to like trusting yourself, going for like creating the things. It feels like if you build it, they will come. So here's your sign. Get busy building. I feel like things are gonna start really picking up for you guys. So let's see. I didn't even pray. Goodness, excuse me. All right. My bad. Go ahead and clear out this any negative energy. So I welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. And that could be something where it's just like making sure that you take the steps that you need to take to get to this like king level. Kings aren't men and queens aren't women. It's just masculine and feminine energy. So There may be somebody that's coming in that I feel like is really inspiring you, someone that is revving your engines in some sort of way. The King of Wands also speaks to like, what do you do about your ambitions? What do you do about your intentions? Are you trustworthy? Are you a good leader? Or is there someone else that would be a good leader? That could be something like going, like leadership shifting. But I do feel like there could be someone that's very fiery, someone that's passionate, someone that is decisive. They may have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements, or just be a really warm, inviting, inspiring kind of person in your life. All right. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. I feel like some of y'all dodged a bullet in some sort of way. It may involve somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio placements, but what came out is the Tower and the Six of Swords. And so Six of Swords is in the center of the reading, and if you look at this, turn away from the drama. Whoever is this chaotic force in your life, because I don't think it's you. This feels like it's just time in general to turn away from like agents of chaos, people that you know. They may have Aries or Scorpio placements, but this feels scorpionic to me. There may be somebody with Scorpio placements that I just feel like is a fucking mess in some sort of way. And I just feel, ooh, the King of Wands wearing a crown and then the crown getting knocked off here is important. So there may be somebody getting knocked off their high horse or knocked off their pedestal. I feel like you make sure that you're not in a place of being ridiculously egotistical, or that you're not being selfish or greedy, because you will get knocked down a peg. I feel like also Pluto going direct in your sign is going to really make moves. It's going to create opportunities for self-mastery. I just feel like the things that you think you know about yourself are evolving. And I just feel like there could be something about moving, someone moving out, someone maybe moving in. You may be wanting to go, like, this is you getting your ass out of a situation that you know you shouldn't be in. And so I feel like there could just be some sort of like source of drama. I just want to like separate myself from any Capricorns. I'm not reading for anybody specific. I would like a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And with the Six of Swords in the center of the reading, in Libra season, we're not people pleasing. You're not playing cat and save a hoe. You're not doing the same, thinking the same thoughts, doing the same things. It's time to move towards peace and harmony in the realm of your mind, peace and harmony in your thoughts. That will require you to turn away from whatever is chaotic, or I feel like this also could be these big catalysts that are coming in. We also have an eclipse. We have a solar eclipse on October 14th in Libra. It's a new moon solar eclipse. And I just feel like for everybody, this is sending us on a very different path. You may have been entertaining people that were really chaotic, or entertaining friendships or work relationships that were really chaotic. I also feel like some of you haven't operated at the highest level of integrity in some sort of way, and I just feel like you may be noticing that people are creating distance from you in some sort of way. That's not for everyone, but I just feel like you're starting to learn lessons. Like, you're starting to see the error of your ways. You're starting to see how you have contributed to the problem. You're starting to, this also, for a very few groups of you, there could be something about a fire. There could be something here about like a house fire or something shifting where you have to leave your environment or you have to leave things behind. I'm going to clarify that over in the plunge, so I'll see y'all over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. But all the links are in the description box below. Y'all know how to get at me. Let me get the rest of these cards out, Jesus, please. Let me see. Final 2 cards, final 2 messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Libra season 2023. Hangman reversed. I like that. So the end of being stuck, or you getting yourself to a safe place so that you can breathe enough and go inward enough to be able to call yourself out. I feel like you're purging shame, purging guilt, like getting to the root of the shame or the root of the guilt in some sort of way and setting yourself free. There's this big aha moment that's coming in. Hey, I seen it. But last card, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're getting yourself free. But bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups. And both of these feel like you're closed off in some sort of way. Unnecessarily closed off in some sort of way. I also feel like there could be something about like someone around trying to use again or use drugs again or dive into alcohol. Diving into numbing agents. I feel like your relationship to numbing, your relationship to alcohol is changing. I feel like a lot of us, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I feel like you have been numbing something and your numbing agent isn't gonna numb the way that it used to. A lot of you are starting to notice that a lot of the stuckness that you had felt has stemmed in some sort of familial trauma or generational or like even religious trauma. There could just be like generational cycles that are coming up to be broken. But the closer that we get to Scorpio season, I feel like your relationship to your physical body is going to be completely changing. Your relationship to your self-worth is going to change. Therefore, your money grows. So 2 major arcana, and I like that they're spread out. So there's redirection in the beginning and redirection towards the end of Libra season. I just want to zoom out for a bit. I feel like something's coming back around from Leo season, or something that ended in Leo season, or someone with Leo, Aries, or Scorpio placements. I just feel like no mas. It feels like something just needs to be done about like the amount of, something needs to be done about the amount of drama in your life. Some of y'all are noticing like I'm stuck in this podunk town and I don't want to be here anymore. Some of you are starting to travel more. Some of you are overworked and you're finally starting to move towards a healthier balance. This is the season of I balance. And so I feel like you doing your part to identify early on, what is mastery? What will get me, how can my actions start to match my ambition? What works need to be done so my faith doesn't just dwindle? You know what I mean? I just feel like your relationship to like you're getting more confident. Something is changing in your physical, spiritual, sexual energy, and I feel like it's giving you the gumption to be like, skirt, I ain't no groupie, I'ma keep it moving. I do feel like there are sudden changes in Libra season. I will say that. Things like this feels like the solar eclipse to me. Something jolting comes in and it sets you on a new direction, sets you on a new path. Some of you are moving out of the place that you live. Some of you are moving into a place that you want, that you like better than where you're at now. Some of you are finally ditching some like toxic friends. Capricorn, I say this to you all the time. That Cancer Capricorn axis is the Captain Save-A-Ho axis. And I feel like y'all have been hanging out with kind of like, I'm just going to be 100 with you because I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I give a fuck about you progressing. I love the idea of you doing better. But I don't need you to feel good about it. We do not need to feel good to progress. So absolutely, pleasure needs to be involved if you're changing a habit. But there is something here about like, hey, if I'm the most progressive or ambitious or spiritual one in the group, who's challenging me? Some of y'all are surrounded by people who are fucking addicts or are fucking detrimental to your progress. And I feel like that's getting revealed in Libra season. Who is for you? Who is actively working against you? All like who's getting in the way? Whose rhetoric and negative thoughts are always like halting you from going full speed ahead in some sort of way? I just feel like there's all this, damn it, there's all of these opportunities for you to progress, for you to grow, for you to expand. But in some area of life, you have built a structure on top of a foundation that is not structurally sound. And so if, let's say you go into a relationship with just wishful thinking. Let's say you start liking somebody and y'all make things official, but you don't know who this person is. You don't know how they are when they are upset, or how they are when they're angry, or how they are when they're drunk, or, you know, I just feel like there's something here where you're being jolted, jarred, like breaking out of autopilot, like coming back to life. I feel like some of you are starting to see like, damn, I drink too much, I smoke too much, I party too much, or I wasn't paying attention, or why am I still like this? Why am I still putting myself through these things? It's because you're fucking stubborn. And y'all want to try every single avenue when somebody's already, that's okay, that's what this is. Somebody presented themselves, they look great on paper, or they were great the first week, or they were great the first year, and now all of a sudden something is shifting and you're starting to see what this person is all about. I feel like also some of you are starting to see how you discredit your own intuition. It's like you'll see, okay, I'm gonna just use a Capricorn for example. Met this person, had a great experience with them for 2 weeks. They came around to visit, displayed behaviors that turned them off. They said, I'm turned off, I'm done with this, ill. Next thing I know, I ask about it a week later and they still talking. Capricorn, why do you ignore what you know? It's like you ignore what you know and then you like get all sad and depressed and angry at God because you had to go through this thing. And it's like, no, you didn't have to go through the thing. You just had to stand up for yourself and turn the fuck away from the chaotic bullshit. Let it walk away. Don't do the Captain Save-A-Ho shit where you go and you come to the rescue and you make everything better and you do all these things for people who don't do the same shit for you. I'm sorry, it just doesn't make sense. I don't know why I'm upset, but I'm upset. I'm annoyed because I feel like we've talked about this. For some of you, this is about addiction. For some of you, this is about like, oh, I got it. I only drink socially, or I only do this now, or I only do that now. And it's just like, okay, whatever you got to tell yourself. I'm going to call you out, and I'm going to call you out even harder in the plunge because we need to clarify this. But I do feel like things are at least on the up and up with money. Things are definitely on the up, and that means a lot to you anyway. If your money is off, your entire personality changes. So I do feel like you're becoming more responsible with money. There's an opportunity to start a new relationship with money, with finances, with your fiscal health, with your family, with your business, with whatever it is you're trying to establish. I do feel like some of you, there's a bit of blessings cloaked in crisis here. And I don't want you defensive, turning away from the blessings that the divine has for you because you're so stuck on the past. And it's like, what this is like, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. You keep saying like, oh, this always happens to me, or I always attract this kind of person, or this is how I always and it's like your subconscious mind's job is just to affirm that, and it's been doing that. And so y'all are going down this like spiral in some sort of way where you're like, nothing ever goes for me. And it's just like, no, you just got to move differently. You have to make different choices. You need to be around different people. Some of you need to, this isn't for everybody, but some of you, you know, you need to fucking move. You don't need to live with those people anymore. You don't need to live in that area anymore. You don't need to live in that state anymore. Hello, Florida. You are not stuck. You have just been held in an uncomfortable position so that you can learn how you got yourself here. And I'm gonna put it all on you. I am. You grown ass person. You know better, and when you know better, you start doing better. And I know that I'm getting all authoritative, so I'm about to wrap it up. But I do feel like there's something here with like you're contributing to the stuckness. But, oh, what? My hands are tied. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's going on. And this is how I always feel. Why do I always fall for this kind of person? Or blah, blah, blah. It's like the data was presented in front of you. And I want to be compassionate. I know that you guys are in the process of learning and you're checking yourselves and you're evolving and growing. But like Elias Lonsdale said, there's an aspect of you that wants to doubt and wants to keep things the same. But I implore you to say, fuck you, fear. Fuck you, that part of myself that wants to just keep me fucking stagnant or just keep things the same. We're not doing that anymore. We're freeing ourselves because new perspective has come in. For those of you who are fucking around with a Leo, I feel like information comes out about this Leo, or there's even more of like a chaotic kind of experience. For those of you who are dealing with a Pisces, I feel like the Pisces is in a position where they're still stuck, but they're trying to get better. They're trying to improve themselves in some sort of way. The Pisces may be like trying to get back in your good graces or become a part of the family again or be part of the group again in some sort of way, or they're trying to exclude you in some sort of way or tarnish your name even. The Pisces is not as free as they want to be or as they're telling you that they are. I feel like be careful giving money to anybody with Pisces or Leo placements. There could be some sort of an ask that comes in. And I just feel like if they aren't tried and true family, been on the team for a decade plus, nope. Can't help you, player. And I know that may sound selfish to some of you, but it's like it won't feel selfish whenever you don't feel taken advantage of, like you tend to do. Because you give and give and give and you always got it and people know that you got it, and you give to people who have no way of repaying you, have no way of showing up in the way that you've shown up for them. I feel like Libra season, it's time to redefine family. It's time to tap into new chosen family. It's time to surround yourself with people who are more like-minded, people who are equally as hungry, ambitious, driven, and family-oriented and romantic as you are. Stop limiting yourself. It's annoying. I'm sorry, it's annoying. Stop limiting yourself and stop keeping yourself in this comfortable place when you are clearly, so very clearly destined for more. Destined for a different kind of greatness than you're even able to see for yourself. And I'm sorry if I yelled or got authoritative with you, but I love you and I just like, oh, come the fuck on. It's time to stop hanging out with these certain kind of people, or it's time to start getting yourself free. And only you can determine what freedom is for you. Let's dive a little bit deeper. I'll see you over on the plunge, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.